Felix here, the debt ceiling deal seems to be a done one under the emerging agreements. What do we get? Well, we get a market flip-flop in the good sense, and we are also getting, let me run you through the details so you fully understand it and the timeline and when this is going to be officially announced. So defense spending is going to be rising 3%, so your defense stocks will be happy, and that's essentially what the Biden's budget request was. And there will also be upgrades to the electric grid. So that's an interesting one to invest in, possibly. It should be good for drones, maybe. And also just basically the whole renewable energy madness that's happening, which is a key democratic thing. And they are also at the same time speeding up permits for pipelines. So oil stocks, refiners, and so on. Pipeline companies might benefit here, which is essentially what Republicans wanted in return for the infrastructure stuff. The deal would also cut about 10 billion from the 80 billion increase for the IRS. So just a few agents less snooping around trying to audit you. And this basic final compromise outcome is going to be announced either today or tomorrow, and I'll show you exactly why that is. And it'll be a 0.2% of GDP spending cut. That's like nothing. It's a total nothing burger. It really is a lot of hot air about nothing here. Nothing achieved, nothing gained, just everyone freaked out, a lot of time wasted. Now, you might be wondering, before we continue here, why actually bother to make this video? Well, I used to be a regular investor. I lost half my money to a banker who'd known me since I was a child. And the unfairness of that stung. And I then went on to study economics. I became an investment banker. And when I left that rather toxic environment, I decided to help and educate people so that everybody can have the financial freedom that I have. And on that note, I'm hosting, and you might have seen it, a free live webinar on Wednesday where I'm going to share not just my strategy, but I'll actually trade it live so you can understand how I make money in 4 hours a week, literally from anywhere in the world. So go to felixfranz.org/webinar. Links also down below in the description. And grab one of the last 500 seats left. We had 1,000 seats left 2 days ago. Now, let's get back to the timeline of this. Why would they announce the deal before Saturday? Well, there's a very good reason for that. House rules require a bill text to be available for 72 hours before a vote, 3 days basically. So they need to essentially announce on the 27th if they want to make the June 1st deadline, which is when the government will officially run out of cash. In addition, to put some more pressure on them, Fitch, the rating agency, those honest people who really know a lot about rating. Remember 2008? Anyway, they placed the US's AAA credit rating on watch for a potential downgrade. And that hasn't happened since like 2011. It normally happens to banana republics or countries that don't manage their finances. Ooh, US is one of those. All right. So 2011, you might remember, the same thing happened. Congress dragged their feet. The stock market fell 18% and the US got downgraded. Well, doesn't seem to be happening this time. And also, they're actually not going to run out of money on the 1st of June. That's a bit of a myth that the Treasury likes to put out. Probably they'll run out by the 9th. But if you look at this little timeline chart, and I've also posted in the community, which you can see in felixfranz.org/Patreon, then you see that they are in recess. And then in terms of timeline, really, if you want to do this in a clean way and you don't want to freak the market out, because you go beyond June 1st, you freak the market out, and nobody really wants that. So the recess until the 5th of June has sort of complicated this. Now, they're probably going to come back earlier because they're going to want to vote on this on the 1st, or before the 1st, and there we go. Anyway, if you want to get your hands on that timeline, it's in the community. Links down below. It's like 50 cents a day or something like that. So is this good for the market? Yes. Markets hate uncertainty more than anything, so the markets will love this. Very, very simple. Markets will love this. Markets are already loving this today. I think markets will love this some more next week. So it's good news, and you can enjoy your weekend. And if you are worried about AI and what it might do to your job, now you should probably be worried that AI might replace your job, unless you're doing something very physical. If you have a wife who's working, you should definitely be worried about that, because women's jobs are actually going to be replaced much more than male jobs. It's a whole other story there. And I've made an entire video where I explain how you can make money from AI as an investor. but how you can also make your job actually safer and higher paying, all thanks to AI. So click on that, and thanks for watching.